Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
How are you?
Good. All right. If you guys don't know, I'm joined by Minnesota goalie Jack LaFontaine and forward Sammy Walker. Guys, I feel like I could go into intros for a while, but I kind of want to do something fun here, and I want you guys to both introduce each other and then add a fun fact about each other that we might not know.
I'll go first. This is my senior captain, Sammy Walker. Mr. Hockey Award. Yeah. Mr. Hockey, Minnesota, not a big deal. Fun fact about Sammy, probably one of the best singers I've ever met in my life.
All right. Well, this is Jack LaFontaine. He's also a captain. Fun fact, this is his 5th year.
Going on 9.
Going on 9.
Super fun factor. That was definitely a good one. Sammy, what do you like to sing? Was that a joke or are you actually a good singer?
I'm not that good, but I do play guitar sometimes for the guys. I love playing country music. Just fun hobby.
All right. Favorite country artist?
I would say Luke Combs for sure.
All right. Good one. Yeah, he's coming to Chicago soon. I'm excited to see him.
No way.
All right, I want to start off with something fun here. So I want to know the funniest thing that you guys have ever heard or said on the ice, but please keep it PG for the fans here.
The Matty no.
Yeah.
Or like the puck spinning.
Yeah, this is, I would say when he came back to the bench. So Tyler Nanny, he kind of bobbled it, turned it over, they ended up scoring. He came back to the bench. He goes, frickin' ice.
Yeah, he goes, frickin' ice. The puck was spinning. We're like, yeah, man. It's like, obviously the puck is spinning. This is hockey.
And our coach was, Nanny, no!
Definitely.
Inside joke.
Yeah,
For sure the ice's fault. Jack, something I keep getting is, does it hurt when you block shots as a goalie? I feel like sometimes you see shots and you're like, that one just had to have not felt good.
almost got you in your neck today.
you got me in my neck today in practice, but no, usually like the equipment's really good. I mean, there's a couple of places that hurt. Like if you get in your rib cage or your knees, that usually hurts. But otherwise, not a lot of stingers. Not like my defensemen that are selling out on most shots.
Those parts that aren't exactly covered that well. That makes sense. All right, well, kind of diving in here. Jack, you spent 2 seasons at Michigan before heading up to Minnesota. So what made you choose the Gophers? And then why did you want to stay for your 5th year?
Well, I mean, how could you say no to Minnesota? I think it's the history here is second to none. We're going on our 101st season with the Minnesota Gophers, and just something here felt like home to me right away. Obviously, it has more of a city feel growing up in Toronto, Mississauga. That felt like a lot similar. So, and then the 5th year was an easy decision personally. I hadn't really had a lot of time my first 2 seasons in college, and another season in college is honestly awesome. I mean, I'm with all my friends. We come back, we get another chance to make it to the big dance.
Sammy, you've also had a really insane career this far, too. You've made a huge impact since your freshman year when you were Big Ten Freshman of the Year. So where do you think your game has kind of grown the most since then?
Yeah, I think, since my freshman year, I've gotten a little stronger on my feet and, not being pushed off pucks easily. Just freshman year, I was kind of in the corners being, manhandled a few times, but I would say that, and my shot's gotten better, just thinking the game better, and just learning from these coaches and trying to work on all aspects of my game.
Yeah, well, you guys are both named captains for the upcoming season, so congrats on that. Sammy, I kind of want you to start here. What does it mean for you to be a captain? It's your 3rd time being a captain. What does that mean, and what kind of pride do you take in that?
Yeah, it's unbelievable, and I take a lot of pride in that. Just all the people that have came here and played here and wore letters. Just seeing all those players come through and being categorized in that, it's pretty special.
What about for you?
Well, I have a little bit of an easier job than Sammy. Sammy has to do all the hard work with being a captain. I mean, Sammy's done it since his sophomore year. I'm a little bit more of a silent leader, being a goalie. So Sammy has to do all the elbow grease for me, and I get to kind of look pretty back in the crease. But again, it's a huge honor. And obviously, we have a third captain in Beniers. So I feel like with the three of us, it's a very nice balance. And again, Sammy's been doing this since his sophomore year, and there's been a lot of pressure on him to do it at such a young age. And I hope me and Benny can alleviate some of that pressure off of him. And because that's a big call for someone to take on for 3 years. So I'm just happy to be part of the leadership group.
Yeah, Jack, kind of aside from being a team captain, your list of accomplishments literally is a list this long. I mean, just to run through a few, you were the Gophers' first recipient of the Mike Richter Award, the top goaltender in college hockey, 2021 Big Ten Goaltender of the Year, most outstanding player in the 2021 Big Ten tournament. But headed into this season, what else do you kind of want out of your college career?
A ring. I mean, there's only one thing off that list, and it's the most important thing. I think with a lot of those awards, they're obviously a huge honor, but it's an individual award, and awards don't feel that great when you have no one to share them with. And I can guarantee you a ring when you share it with the coaching staff, your teammates, that's something you carry with for the rest of your life. And that's what we're always working towards every day. And that's, again, why a lot of us came back for our fourth and fifth years here, is because we have unfinished business to do. And we have a great team, but on top of that, we are just, great guys in a locker room that get along well. And that's something huge about college that I don't think you find in the pro setting. And, that's our goal, and that's what we want to get to.
Is there a game looking back, or maybe moment in your guys' career that sticks out as the most fun or most memorable game at any level? It could be, whether that's college, juniors, whatever. Sammy, you can start on this one.
Yeah, I think last year just, winning the Big Ten, I would say that championship that was unbelievable. All those 3 games, winning the 2 overtime games, and then, coming out strongly in the championship game, that was probably the most fun.
Same thing, yeah. That was a crazy 3 days. I mean, starting off from Michigan State, going all the way to Wisconsin, it was definitely a roller coaster, but it was kind of, getting some gratification on the road to the NCAA tournament. Since the both of us have been here, there's definitely been some turbulence trying to get this program back to where it belongs. And, that was just kind of seeing all our hard work come into fruition and kind of putting Minnesota back on the map where it deserves.
All right, I want to get into some fan questions here. So the viewers, if you're listening and you have anything you want to know, pop it in the chat and I'll try to get to it. But the first one I want to start out with is, what is the most intense Big Ten hockey rivalry?
Wisco, right? Yeah, I would say Wisco for
Wisco.
sure. Just border battle. I mean, every time we play them, it's high pace, and it's fun playing them too. Me personally, I have a lot of buddies on that team, so it's always fun beating them and just playing them.
Yeah, the Kohl Center gets really loud. It's a really cool place to play. Kind of not. It was fine playing them in what was their
LaFontaine or something.
Yeah, LaFontaine last year, but it was nothing like the Kohl Center. So that's something we're definitely excited to get back to.
Cool line for sure.
That border battle, I feel like in any sport, is so much fun to watch with you guys in Wisconsin, but especially hockey. And you guys talked about how you have some friends on that team. I'm sure the hockey community as a whole, you guys are just so tight-knit. What is it like playing against people that you grew up playing with or playing against?
Yeah, it's fun for me, just because even on the ice, I like to joke around. And especially guys on Wisco, there's guys I've known since, we 10, 11, just so it's, as soon as the puck drops, you're dialed in, but it's fun to joke around with them between whistles and stuff.
All right, a fun one here. When did you lose your first tooth?
I think I was age 4.
All I remember is my brother stealing money. from under my pillow.
That's a good. All right. Do you have a first memory of ice skating, or the first time you remember stepping on the ice?
Yeah. I hated it. I was in player skates, and it was like a skier league, so like there were no goalies, so they just gave you a position when you came off, and I hated being a forward because I had to skate. So I always wanted to be like the goalie back in the crease, and my dad used to get so mad at me all the time for just doing nothing, just staying in the crease like I was a goalie in player equipment.
My first ever memory was actually at Mariucci. It was like mini mites or whatever you call it. We all came down here, and it was pretty cool. We got to skate on Mariucci, and so that was probably the first memory I have.
All right, getting a question in here. Have you guys seen the Danbury Trashers documentary yet?
Have you?
I just saw it 2 days ago.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Your face
It's
like lit up.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I literally yesterday I came in, I was like, dude, have you seen this? Like, this is crazy.
I think the best part is they had Mike Rupp.
Yeah,
Cup guy on.
that was.
But no, it was a really good documentary. All those documentaries are super good. They got like the Mouse in the Palace, and they have a new one about the tennis player that was actually really cool too. But yeah, the Danbury Trashers, that was hilarious.
Love that one. All right, I guess to go along with that, what's your favorite hockey movie?
Miracle on Ice.
Yeah, I would say
Miracle. You're just wrong.
Yeah.
I'm Canadian and I'm saying Miracle on Ice. So,
like, what other movies are there? I don't even know.
Just cinematic genius. Plus the, I mean, story. All of it just thrown together is some of the best. All right, a really good one here. What's your favorite Big Ten hockey venue to play at, other than your own, of course?
I would say Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, the Kohl Center.
Yeah, I like Yost. I always like going to Yost.
I'll be honest, I don't like Yost.
You don't like Yost?
I would say Wisco for me.
Yeah, Michigan for me.
All right, one coming in here. Who's the best player that you guys have played against?
I'm trying to think.
I think Caulfield was pretty good last year.
What about Prunovich on UMD?
Yeah,
oh, man.
Yeah, he was really good. I mean, there's been a lot of good players that I played against. That one's a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to finish up on this one here. Who has the smelliest gear on the team?
Oh.
Nelly.
Yeah.
It's Nelly.
Yeah, Jackson Nelson.
Number 24, Jackson Nelson.
Guy reeks.
Good to know. If I ever see him in the streets, I'll know. Plug my nose, run away.
Yeah.
Don't shake his hand.
Yeah, across the street.
All right, is there anything that you guys want to leave the fans with? Any message to Gopher Nation out there?
Just come down and see us. Go Ghosts, baby.
Yeah, ski ma, row the boat.
All right, love it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Again, we have Jack LaFontaine and Sammy Walker. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.
All right, everyone, we're going to bring in Michigan now. We'll see if we can grab them in. All right. Soon bringing in Matty Beniers and Owen Power, the number 1 and number 2 draft picks. Let's bring them in. If you guys have any questions you want to ask them, throw them in the chat. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Excited to get going. All right. If anyone doesn't know, which I'm sure everyone knows your guys' faces, come on. We have Matty Beniers and Owen Power from Michigan Hockey with us. I made the other guys do it, so I'm going to make you guys do it too instead of me introing you guys, which of course I could do. But I want you guys to intro each other with one fun fact about each other that we might not know.
I'll go first. I mean, this is Matty Beniers, and fun fact is he used to do like plays and singing.
Thanks.
Right?
Yeah.
Like theater?
Yeah, my mom was there, so she made me do some.
Okay, which plays were you in?
I was in The Sound of Music one time. That was probably one of the biggest ones. So.
Are you a singer or just like an actor?
I used to be able to sing. I don't know if I still have it. So
You're like, I secretly know, but I'm not going to tell you. All right.
this is Owen Power, first overall pick. Not a big deal. And fun fact about Owen is we call him the big dog, and he likes to bark at dogs when he sees them.
So you're like big dog. You like to get down and dirty with them.
Yeah, I mean,
No, that's just his nickname. That's just his nickname. I'm just kidding. That's just what they call him, and so we call him that here.
All right, I got to know, you guys both have like the best hockey names on the planet. So was that kind of a coincidence, or do you think it was just destined and meant to be?
I mean, I don't think my parents thought of it. Maybe I think it was just, I don't know, kind of happened.
Yeah, I think so. I think I agree with that.
All right, well, if you guys don't know, Owen, you were the first overall pick to the Buffalo Sabres in the 2021 NHL Draft. Matty, the second overall pick to the Seattle Kraken, the first draft pick in history for the Kraken. I'm guessing I kind of know both of your answers headed into this one, but what do you think is being cooler, the number 1 overall pick or the first draft pick by a new franchise?
I mean,
I think they're both pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think number 1 is obviously very prestigious, and I think for me, it was pretty cool being like the first ever. I think Seattle fans would be biased towards that answer, saying that mine is cooler, but I think they're both pretty special.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think both are pretty cool and kind of have their own uniqueness or whatever. So I don't know what the proper answer is to that.
All right, I want to know kind of what was the first text or message that you guys sent each other after draft night?
I don't know what it was. I think it was kind of, we talked a lot before, and then I don't know, I think both of us were pretty busy like after the draft, so it probably wasn't for a little bit, and it might have honestly been a FaceTime call.
Yeah, I think it was just like, congrats, man, like well deserved. I mean, I think I kind of knew going to the night where you were going, so. But I think we kind of talked like throughout the day. I think I was texting him like during the draft because like my stream wasn't working, so I was kind of like freaking out for trying to figure out if his was. So I was texting. I was like, "Is your stream working?" So,
like, is it just here? Is it the stream?
Yeah, exactly. So we were kind of talking throughout the whole day. So.
All right, well, I want to know kind of what was draft night like? You know, set the scene for me. Were you guys really nervous, excited? Who was there with you guys? Where were you? Matty, I'll go to you first.
Yeah, draft night. I don't know. I wasn't really nervous. I took a nap until like 6:30 that day, and then I woke up and kind of just got my suit ready. I had a pretty big crowd of people there, like almost my whole family was there. A lot of family friends, some friends from like playing hockey when I was little, and then some like town friends. So, and then I think when the draft actually started and started seeing the picks in, I kind of started to feel my heart race a little bit more. So, which I didn't really think was going to happen. So that was kind of funny. Just during the draft, I was getting a little nervous. But other than that, it was just a great experience.
Yeah, and then, I mean, for me, it was pretty similar. I also had a nap until pretty much right until I had to get dressed, and then I don't know. I did it at my aunt's house in their backyard with I got a pretty big family, so it was pretty much all family, and then a couple close friends and some old coaches.
Oh, and how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I got a younger brother and an older sister.
Gotcha. So this big family, is that like extended family? Just a whole, some people call other people their family that actually aren't. You know, you got the uncles and the cousins and all those type of people.
No, yeah. So it was all like first, like real family, if that's what you want to call it. My dad came from a family with 11 kids, so it was actually not even close to the whole family. There was only really aunts and uncles from his side. So I don't know, I think if we had the whole entire family there, it'd be pretty packed, which that was originally the plan. But with the kind of COVID restrictions in Ontario, we couldn't have that happen.
Yeah, COVID throwing a wrench in things. All right, well, something unique to hockey specifically, when you guys are drafted, you can kind of just go back and play your college season. So does it feel different playing for Michigan this year right now, since your future is already kind of set and your direction is set? Matty, I'll let you start on this one again.
No, not really. Kind of just feels the same old year. I think I was pretty. I think I kind of knew what I wanted to do going into the draft. I kind of knew I wanted to come back here. We kind of got shut down last year, obviously, and didn't get to play against Minnesota Duluth. So I think for me personally, and I know he'll probably speak on it, I wanted to come back and kind of do another year, get another year of experience, and just try to win like every other team. So and be with the guys. So I was pretty excited to come back, and I think it's just been the same. Everyone's here, everyone's trying to get better every day. Nothing's really changed.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Kind of, it's around the rink, it's the same. Like nothing's really different. I feel like I think the only thing different is, I mean, we're actually allowed to do stuff away from the rink this year, so that's the only really change from this year last year. But I think it's at the rink and practicing, it's the same, no different really.
Yeah. All right, well, for the fans watching, if you guys have any questions for these two, please pop them down there. One's popping up now. Who has the best lettuce in the Big Ten?
Who's the best lettuce in the Big Ten? I don't know. You're just pretty good at it.
Get me. Come on.
I don't know.
Who has the best lettuce in the Big Ten? Probably Phil LaPointe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably good. I think Phil LaPointe is the best lettuce in the Big Ten.
All right, love that. Okay, another one here. What's the greatest ever movie about hockey?
Miracle.
Yeah, Miracle.
That was consensus last time. I said if that's not the one, you got to go. All right, next one. What is your favorite hockey venue to play at in the Big Ten, other than, of course, your own?
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of tough because we didn't have fans last year, so it was like
Different atmosphere, for sure.
I mean, I think like Notre Dame's got a nice rink, I thought.
Yeah, I like Notre Dame.
So I would say probably that, but I mean, I think this year with fans, it's going to be probably totally different.
Which team are you most excited to play this year?
I'm most excited to play Minnesota. They're obviously a really good team, and they gave us. I mean, they went 3-1 against us last year. So, and I also got some guys on the team I know. Brock Faber. So, I'm excited to play those guys.
Yeah, I would say same answer for me, Minnesota.
I was just talking about those guys before, kind of how the hockey community, you guys are so tight. You have so many overlaps of who knows who on what teams. What is your guys' experience with playing against people that you might be really, really close to?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's a lot of fun because you're definitely competitive and you're not really friends on the ice, but after the game, you kind of go back to you're like, oh, great game, and kind of meeting at the center ice, patting each other on the back, or you make a nice play in the game and you kind of take a stop in action. You're like, dang, that was sweet, nice job, but don't do it again, pretty much. So I think it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think during the game it doesn't really do anything, for me at least. And then, like you said, like before and after the game, I think it's pretty. It's kind of nice to kind of just see your close friends and kind of keep in touch.
All right, who has the best goal horn in the Big Ten?
I don't even know. I don't even know what like any of them sound like. So I would say Yost probably. Like I don't know.
I think Yost also. I don't really know.
All right, I'll take it. Do you guys have any game day superstitions?
I mean, I nap before every game. I don't know if it's a superstition, but
yeah,
I nap and then I don't know. It's kind of just free for all from there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's much like superstitions. I probably like habits. I I take a nap. I usually ice bath before the game, and like stick handle, and like I'll tape my stick the same way every game. So that's about it.
You go heel to toe or toe to heel?
Heel to toe.
I'm totally yeah.
Ooh, little difference there. All right. One thing I asked the other guys that was a fun one. Who has the smelliest gear on the team?
Portillo.
Portillo.
That was way too quick. I feel bad for this guy. That was way, way, way too quick.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, no, that's it.
All right. Why did you guys decide to play for Michigan? We've had a lot of people asking.
I'll go first. I mean, for me, it's just kind of out of all the schools I toured, it was the one I felt most comfortable at. I thought I had a good relationship with coach and staff, and I had known people that had came here before, and they'd all said great things. So it was kind of, I felt the most comfortable coming here, and then I think just the added bonus was it's probably the closest one to home.
Yeah, mine was completely different. I was committed to Harvard. They kind of canceled their season, so I was kind of in a scramble, like figuring out what I was going to do next year. And I came with my family. I'd never looked at Michigan before. I only looked at like schools in Boston pretty much, and came to Michigan, and I walked around, and I just really loved the campus, and I already knew they were a great program, and I also had a lot of buddies on the team, so that's kind of how that came to be.
A lot of comments coming in. It's the best university in the world. You guys chose the right place, so it seems like fans are definitely happy with that. But Matty, you talked about a little bit before. You just helped USA Hockey to 2 medals in just a 6-month span: a gold at the IIHF World Junior Championship, and then a bronze at Worlds. What was the biggest thing you took away from that experience?
Well, first, the gold was a great experience. Both of them, you're playing with great players, and you're kind of learning off them. And obviously, those games are at such a high pace. So I think they get you ready for kind of what's to come next. Obviously, the NHL is a lot different. But every step you can get closer, you'll take it. So, winning gold was obviously a surreal moment, and then winning bronze also was pretty awesome. I wasn't playing in that game, but just watching those guys and being out there on the ice with them after, just accomplishing something, winning a bronze medal, coming together to do that, especially not after, like, you never play with those guys and you all come together and win something. It's pretty great.
All right, if you guys have any more questions, please pop them in the chat down here. You guys are getting some good ones going. But, all right, I want to hit one. So your season opens up October 8th. What can we expect from your team this season?
I think a highly skilled team that works hard and plays really fast. So I think we're a team that's we got a really good team. I think we're going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, that pretty much explains it.
Pretty much explained it. We play fast. We play hard. All right. One of the last ones here. Who are your guys' hockey idols? Owen, you can start.
I think growing up, like, it was always Crosby. Which, still I think would be the same thing, just the way he carries himself on and off the ice. I think he's one of the best at doing it, and it's someone I've always kind of looked up to.
Yeah, I'm right there with them. I'm either Crosby or Bergeron. I grew up, I feel like McDavid's a lot of the younger kids' era. Like, that's their guy growing up. That's who they watch. Like, for us, it was Crosby all the way. You watched him do everything, and he was unreal. And also Bergeron, being a Boston kid, like, we would go to almost every game and watch him, and he was just awesome. So those two guys, and they both of them the way they are, around the game, outside the rink with their teammates, like they're all about the team. They're not about themselves at all.
All right, last thing I want to leave everyone with, if you could give a message to Michigan fans, Wolverine Nation, what would that be for this upcoming season?
Just can't wait to see them in Yost and get the season going.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a fun ride. So hopefully they're following along, and hopefully we can win some stuff for them. Go Blue!
Go Blue!
Go Blue. All right. Love that. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm excited to watch you guys this season and then in your professional careers. But thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.